Hey there, Cowboys fans. Welcome once again to Blue Star Report, your #1 channel for everything about the Dallas Cowboys, coming straight from the heart of Dallas, with passion, analysis, and that unmatched AT&T Stadium energy. If you bleed blue and silver, if the star on the helmet gets your heart racing, and if you live for every MICAH sack and every Dak pass, then you're in the right place. Today we've got one of the hottest days of the offseason, and it's not because of the Texas heat. It's because the future of Micah Parsons, the star of our team, is on the line. Trade rumors, offers from other teams, Jerry Jones on the defensive, and growing tension between the front office and the most important defensive player. Let's dive into this storm that could reshape the Cowboys' future. Before we get into the details, if you're enjoying this kickoff, hit that like button, click subscribe, and turn on the bell. Every like, every comment, every subscription helps the channel grow, and the best part? It's all free. Plus, you show the world you're blue till I die. Let's take this channel to the top, just like the Cowboys are heading to the Super Bowl this year. Believe it? Now straight to the point, Micah Parsons. The name that's dominated NFL headlines in recent years. The guy who came into the league in 2021 and stole the show with 13 sacks, 90 tackles, and the Rookie of the Year award. Since then, he's become the face of the Cowboys' defense, the leader of the front, the player who changes the game with a single move. In 2023, even with an up-and-down team, Micah was top 5 in the league in sacks, with 14.5, plus 2 forced fumbles, 11 tackles for loss, and a constant disruptive presence in opponents' backfields. He's not just good, he's one of the top 3 pass rushers in the NFL. But now the spotlight isn't just on the field, it's on his contract. Micah is entering the final year of his rookie deal, earning about $6 million, a bargain for a player of his caliber. He wants a new deal that puts him among the highest paid at his position, around $30 million per year with substantial bonuses. And here's where the clash with Jerry Jones comes in. Jerry, as always, is in the middle of the storm. In recent interviews he was blunt, "We won't give in to pressure." He publicly criticized Micah's agent, said the team has a lot of control over the situation, and even hinted Micah is getting bad advice. On the other hand, sources close to Micah say he feels undervalued. And that's dangerous because when a player of his magnitude feels that way, the risk of a trade, even if unlikely, starts to hang in the air. Speaking of trades, according to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Cowboys have already received multiple offers for Micah Parsons. Entire teams are willing to bring heavy packages to the table. Fowler said it would take a Herschel Walker-sized offer for the Cowboys to even think about dealing him. Remember that? In 1989, Dallas traded Herschel Walker for a haul of draft picks that helped build the 90s three-peat dynasty. 20 picks in total, including future Pro Bowlers. So when they say Herschel Walker-sized, they mean massive. But the Cowboys are not selling, at least for now. The front office still believes a deal can get done before the season. But Micah and his camp aren't so sure. And if this standoff continues, the risk of seeing one of the league's biggest stars wearing another uniform becomes real. For fans, losing Micah would be like losing the heart of the defense. Without him, pressure on the secondary grows, the linebackers have more on their shoulders, and opposing QBs breathe easier. Bottom line, without Micah, the Cowboys lose their identity. Meanwhile, with the 2025 draft approaching, Dallas is already looking ahead, especially on defense. One spot that could need reinforcement is edge rusher depth, because if Micah leaves or if they simply want to reduce dependence on him, they'll need another pass rusher. And one name making noise behind the scenes is Jared Carter, the Purdue edge rusher who's exploding up draft boards. Carter had a 14.5 sack season in 2024, led the NCAA in QB pressures, and is considered one of the most NFL-ready prospects. At the Combine, he clocked a 4.58 in the 40, posted top agility numbers, and impressed teams in interviews. The Cowboys have already had formal meetings with him, and sources say the defensive staff sees him as a Micah in the making, not in raw talent, no one's there yet, but in versatility, instincts, and ability to play standing up or with his hand in the dirt. Dallas needs edge depth, and Carter could be a key piece, whether as an immediate backup or a future starter. If the Cowboys keep Micah, Carter could be the primary reserve. If not, he could become the new face of the defense. No one wants that, but planning is key. Plus, Mike Zimmer and the new coaching staff like aggressive, pocket-collapsing players, and Carter fits perfectly. He's not just a speed rusher, he diagnoses plays, brings power and technique. In the right system, he could be a Pro Bowler in 3 years. So keep an eye out. Jared Carter could be a high-risk, high-reward bet in the 2025 draft. If Dallas goes that route, it could be the first step toward a new defensive era. with or without MICAH. Now, let's talk about another scenario heating up behind the scenes. What if the Cowboys don't trade MICAH, but bring someone in? One name generating buzz is Trey Hill, the Atlanta Falcons center. What? Because the Cowboys need better protection for Dak Prescott. In 2023, the offensive line was a problem. Dak was sacked 42 times, and the inconsistency at center, with Tyler Biadasz in and out, was a major weakness. The Falcons, meanwhile, are in rebuild mode. They have Trey Hill, a talented center with a big contract on a non-contending team. Dallas could offer a second-rounder and a future third for him. Atlanta might accept to free up cap space and collect draft capital. Hill, 27, has 3 years of starting experience, is strong in the run game and communicates well, crucial for syncing with Dak. This move would help both teams. Atlanta gains picks, Dallas gets a top-tier center for 3 to 4 years, and Dak gets more time in the pocket. Protecting your QB is priority 1. With protection, Dallas offense is a top 5 unit. Without it, Dak's a sitting duck. Of course, this doesn't solve the MICAH situation. But it shows the front office may be thinking beyond the now, bolstering key spots while negotiating with their star. And if MICAH's deal falls through, Dallas might want to prove the team stays strong even without him. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Will Jerry Jones cave and extend MICAH before the season? Should the Cowboys take a Herschel Walker-sized offer if it comes? If MICAH's traded, can Jared Carter step up? And is Trey Hill worth the picks to protect Dak? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to read them all. If your team extension, type blue for life. If you think it's time to move on, type new ERA. Let's debate because this is our fan base. Once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with that friend always complaining about the O-line. And remember, the Cowboys might face storms, but the star on the helmet always shines brightest after the rain.